Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Mortanius, and we are back with some more Space Marine 2 on the PS5. Time of recording, surprisingly for you folks, is 8:51 a.m. Thursday, May 8th, 2025. Figured I'd give you folks a bit of an impromptu stream. See how this one goes. But when we last left off,
Lieutenant Titus, see me on the crew deck at once.
As you wish, Chaplain.
Ensure brothers Chiron and Gadriel are in attendance.
ooh, y'all in trouble. When we last left off, we had finally managed to work our way through the city on Avarax in order to finally get to what's known as the Astropathic Relay, effectively the planet's call center, to put out a message for backup. One particularly because, well, Chaos seems to be doing what they do. And apparently, this is going to be getting worse. Finally managed to get there and try and pass the message on to the, I guess the head astropath, the head operator, as it were. And, when she chose to use her abilities to spread the message, and apparently that's how they do it. I guess radio signals or whatever doesn't work in this particular time frame, in this particular universe. Obviously they wouldn't be as advanced, but I guess they don't have anything different. So they have to use people, psychic people basically, who are connected to the warp, just like they are. Or just like Chaos is, in order to do it. Well, either at some point during the process of the message or beforehand, she apparently ended up possessed by a man of all things, a Chaos Space Marine by the name of Imura, or in other words, he who shall not be spoken of. Now we're in the process of heading to a planet called Demarium. Apparently we need to use something known as the Sword of Atreus, a battle barge that had crashed about 4,000 years ago in the process of a battle. Apparently it can't exactly leave orbit and its hull isn't really intact, but as was stated by our brother right here, its engines still burn bright. We're gonna get old school, children, and we're gonna smack it into the structure necessary to strengthen Chaos's capabilities around here.
Using an ancient battle barge as a battering ram. An unorthodox approach. You disapprove?
Nope.
On the contrary, it is inspired thinking.
I reluctantly second that.
Why reluctantly?
Because it will go to your head.
It is inspired, definitely old school, and it probably will go to your head. But if y'all like what you see and want to see more of me, just give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links from my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and get comfortable. Let's get into this. Wasn't sure, figure this many brothers in one spot, they might have something to say. Looks like they're locking in. Good. Alright. guess y'all got something to say to the captain, or the captain got something to say to y'all. I'm heading to meet the neighborhood snitch. He shall always and forever be known as the snitch. It's his job. Suck it up, Chaplain.
Titus, I am troubled by a report I have received from the Astra Telepathica.
Case in point.
An accusation of heresy.
Her voice was puppeted by it.
The lieutenant will answer.
The psycho was possessed.
Your sergeant believed otherwise.
I was mistaken.
You attempted to incapacitate your lieutenant.
Thank the Emperor I failed.
And now, the only individual capable of reaching Lord Kelgar is dead. By your hands. I will be watching all of you. Should I suspect even a flicker of corruption, I will not hesitate as you did.
You know
You are
what?
dismissed.
I will grant the potential for there to be something funny here with this one.
Brother,
As he said,
what was spoken by the chaplain?
the only one who could relay the message is dead now. So basically, we're literally just stuck out here, incapable of calling for help at all. And our numbers are dwindling fast.
Brothers, we have arrived at the burial. Launch Thunderhawks immediately and prepare for assault.
Time to go.
That's the first time I ain't hear him say something that wasn't a bunch of complaining for no reason. Or assumptions. Brothers, keep up. Oh, y'all were waiting on us this whole time. No, you wouldn't. Yes, you were. That's funny.
For the Emperor!
Nothing? Alright. Guess y'all don't care about the Emperor. Fine.
The enemy have amassed the majority of their forces in the Numeralian Basin. Thalassa has the warp beacon. Viridian is hoping for a miracle. The rest of us will move to clear the reliquaries around the basin and establish a beachhead. We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium. But the heretic filth down there have stirred the wrath of the Second Company. We will inflict upon the traitors such agony, the likes of which they have not seen since the burning of Prospero. They will suffer, they will break, and they will fall. Sons of Gilliman, for the glory of Ultramar! For the glory of Ultramar!
For the Primarch!
Yeah, who was that interrupting things up there? Oh. Yeah, alright. For the Primarch. Well, you know, I'd love to see like a Black Templar or two around here. That's another one of my favorite groups. They can be a little much. Well, I mean, it's the 41st. It's the 40K universe. Everybody's much. They can be a little much too.
Lieutenant Titus.
What's up?
Blessings of the Omnissiah upon you.
Yep.
Galio, theoretically, could Tacticus armor withstand a suborbital drop? Gravis is too cumbersome for our needs.
Negative. Extreme risk. Dense debris fields litter the entry flight path.
But if we avoid the debris, could we survive the descent?
Calculating. Survival probability equal to 62.4136.
So there's a chance.
Unacceptably low.
Thank you, Galio.
An orbital drop without Gravis armor.
It is a sound strategy, with a 38% failure rate.
Yep.
We are facing much less favorable odds today.
Precisely. It's funny, I never actually noticed that weapon. Nicks everywhere, look at that. Beautiful. It has a story to it, children. This one too. Look at that. One hopes my weapons were never in the hands of traitors.
Cannon maintenance report 1.002.81. She's holding her shape and her form. Real beauty, this one. Hope she gets to see action. Each day, I cleanse the sand from her joints, oil the gears. I honor the machine's spirit by doing me duty. I perform the daily rites so the weapon's spirit will be swift and wrathful.
You know what? I think I'm just going to play these as we just go. Just play through all of them, regardless of where I find them. But if I can, I'll try and wait until the operations to actually play the operations set. Otherwise, I'll just play them, period. Gentlemen, it's gonna get rough out here. Have fun.
For Ultramar! Brothers, our captain's words need no further embellishment. I will speak only of practical concerns. The heretics will employ absolute deception. You will be assaulted by lies and illusion. The only true ground you will find down there will be each other. Trust only your brothers and your instincts. Now go forth and lay waste to our enemies. For the Emperor! For the Emperor! For the Primarch!
You always get that wrong, Titus. It's always for the Primarch when you should say for the Emperor, and for the Emperor when you should say for the Primarch. Oh, well, then the occasional for Ultramar. Wolf Gamer 00. Thanks for stopping through. Welcome to the game, welcome to the chat. I mean, you can always check out my Discord and whatnot. It should be accessible. Whoa, what just happened?
Have you ever done this before?
You mean drop through an active combat zone, dodging flak, enemy ships and burning wreckage on the way down?
Exactly.
No, this will be a first.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action,
Yeah.
but I am looking forward to it.
Damn, Skippy.
Stay close. It's almost impossible to regroup if we're separated.
60 seconds.
Helmets.
Sir, I must apologize for my actions on Atreus.
Not necessary.
I fell prey to suspicion. Almost killed you.
When I was a young captain, one of my men questioned my motives, brushed his concerns aside, and I paid the price. Your suspicions arose because I failed to answer your doubts, as I failed to answer his.
Stand by for suborbital drop.
And there it is.
I'm honored to fight beside you both.
As are we, brother.
We grew up on Calth. Let's say we settle some of that debt today.
Aye, sir.
get it, gentlemen? For Ultramar.
Holy terror.
Yep.
Auspex cannot keep up with all this debris.
Nope.
We must navigate by sight.
We will make it. Now focus.
Bad way to go. One hopes it was fast. Hey, hi, how you doing?
The Wolf Beacon.
Emperor bless you.
Brother, be careful.
What? What just happened? Needless to say, by all visual accounts, a pretty rough drop. Think we made it past all the debris, though. Day 7. And then we mysteriously don't have helmets anymore. To be fair, kind of an orbital drop.
We shall make short work of these traitors. Quicker than they deserve.
Jump packs. And the dreaded hammer.
Engaging thrust.
Oh, okay. Oh, change your ways, huh? I got you.
Waiting in ambush.
Outmaneuver them. That champion lies defeated. Changing magazine. Moving.
Worst choice y'all could have made.
For the Emperor! Penetrate his arm.
Whoa.
Redeploy. Have to reload. Enemy terminated.
Enemy down.
Interruptions.
We must hurry. Without our targeting signal, Talas's efforts will be for naught.
Now, where were you?
That killer of corruption perverts the land.
Talassa, we are on the ground and moving. Report status.
We're approaching the battle barge now.
You are ahead of us. Make contact once the Atreus is ready to launch.
Okay.
It shall be done.
I did not let go.
Are we going to let them beat us to the objective, brother?
Hell no.
Not today.
Where are you?
Jump pack engaged.
Yeah, you are.
Better.
Yeah. Boy, can you imagine somebody 2,000-3,000 years ago in our time frame seeing this? The sky is literally falling.
Engaging thrusters.
You good? Nah.
Foul sorcery. Fueling their barriers, no doubt.
Repositioning.
What's that? I mean, I know I got shot, but it was that strong? What? Immediately? Nope.
Back to the wall. Reloading weapon. Clearing the way. Sorcerer.
I shall end his accursed rituals.
Not if I get to him first. Oh,
My very eyes. Worthless life is empty. Heretic sorcerer had
an end to heresy. Kill a lesser sorcerer while he's reviving a Rubik Marine.
been slain.
Alright, didn't know that was a thing.
Another altar of corruption.
Destroy it.
Yes, brother.
Wild how
Altar
in
destroyed.
terms of this universe,
The impact will destroy this whole area.
Wait.
just looking
It is
at
slowing
this
down.
would actually
Heretic
break your
sorcery.
mind.
No doubt. But it will get us to our objective.
It is probably a trap.
Time is limited. We must
Okay.
take the risk. Move on to the cathedral.
Proceed with caution.
I mean, you know what we have to do, right? We spring the trap.
Thalassa, we are almost there. What is your status?
The sleeping giant
Whoa.
will soon awaken, brother.
What was that? No, they didn't just kill me. They just killed me. What? How did that happen? Okay. I can't even be mad at it. It's just funny to me.
Destroy it.
Yes, brother.
Altar destroyed.
Up there! The impact will destroy this whole area. Wait! It is slowing down. Heretic sorcery.
No doubt. But it will get us to our objective.
It is probably a trap.
Time is limited. We must take the risk. Move on to the cathedral.
Proceed
Least.
with caution.
One audio log I'm still missing.
Thalassa, we are almost there. What is your status?
The sleeping giant will
Four.
soon awaken, brother.
Hold for our signal.
Interesting. I don't use the jump pack often. They consider the thrust to be its own use of the ability.
Brothers, are you hearing this? Vox ghosting. Ignore it.
9 numbers, 9 words, 9 cries that go unheard. 9 wings, 9
Well, you know, it's interesting. Last episode, we came across an astropath while we were moving through the astropathic relay area that was speaking about nines repeating.
Engaging thrusters.
Apparently, he was already catching a whiff of this. Wonder if the others were.
Munitions
But the
secured.
astropathic choir, I want to say it's usually hundreds, maybe thousands, depending on the size of a world. Oh, hey. Hey.
hums with whispers. Thought from Onyx says I. Chosen? Me too, you say? Yes, thought from Onyx his secrets. Into my mind, too. What's it say? What's it want us do? Don't mind if I do. Thought from Onyx. We are strong too now, as you command. Thought from Onyx. We can only be strong one. All goes by plan. All.
So did he die or did he strangle himself? I'm still fuzzy on that one. He didn't sound like he was under his own will. So, it's probably the second one. And then we have the Thunder Hammer description. Slow melee weapon that deals powerful area of effect damage. Yes, Lord. You got the chainsword if you want to go back to simpler.
Repositioning.
Nah, I'm good. There's method to the murder.
Thalassa, transmitting targeting signal now.
Your signal barely registers,
Yep.
but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to target.
Dig in. We are pushed back. The Atreus will miss its target.
We will not yield a single step. They will not deprive us of seeing that monstrosity fall.
We will find no respite until that tower falls.
You gotta get out the sky when it comes down.
tainted bastards, and die!
Yeah. All that hell.
Watch as your falling down.
Really? Thought I had dodged that.
The traitors pour from their bastion.
Revenge!
I spit in your Primarch's wretched eye.
Yeah, there we go.
Fall before the might of
Oh,
true
what
Astarte!
the hell was that?
Your treachery ends now.
Sword of Atreus primed and locked in.
Lock target now!
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
I would really love it if you fellas would sort of clear out your sectors. That way we ain't basically behind each other, not solving problems. Oh, wow. I countered that. And they didn't give me that counter. Okay. Either way, he'll die. So it is what it is.
Thalassa, transmitting targeting signal now.
Your signal barely registers, but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to target.
Good lord. It's missing the distinctive skull motif.
Dig in. If we are pushed back, the Atreus will miss its target.
I don't know how to feel about it.
A single step. They will not deprive us of seeing that monstrosity.
Ooh.
We will find no respite until that tower falls.
Come, you war-tainted bastards! And
Nope.
die! Watch as your false idols come crumbling down.
Nope.
The traitors pour from their bastion.
Woo! Saw I didn't have a second shot. I'm like, hold up. Where's the ground at?
Sword of Atreus primed and locked in.
Lock target now!
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
Oh, nice catch.
The Emperor is with us, brother.
What? Well, I hit the counter button and they didn't give me the counter.
No victory for you here. Moving!
Med kit would be awesome, but not necessary. Where are you? There you are. And now I caught you this time. You ain't getting me with that little swiping nonsense you like to do.
I've lost their box signal.
Interference. It could be.
Come on, brother.
Listen. I hear engines. There. The The sword of Atreus lives up to its namesake.
That will buy us time, but we must move swiftly. While the enemy control Aurora, the odds are not in our favor.
Titus, we are detecting a massive energy surge from within the Aurora facility.
Lose.
He must be trying to use the device. Or someone else is.
Whatever it is unsanctioned by the Adeptus Mechanicus. Put a stop to it.
Yes, Captain.
Most things usually are. As you can see, we no longer have the jet. Yeah, I'll keep that. We're back to our healing capability. It's funny, I just tend not to use abilities like that often.
You captured the air, cousins!
We will soon find you in the flesh.
And remove you from it.
You may keep it as a parting gift.
I mean, it has great use. I've just always been one of those kind of people. I don't really use my ultimates in games often. I need to do it more. That's one thing I know for a fact, but I tend not to, I don't know, tend not to like relying on my ultimates. It might take some time, but I tend to like to try and, you know, skill up naturally.
Tainting this sacred ground with heretic blood gives me no pleasure.
Yeah.
Rest easy, brother. These souls have long since reached the golden throne.
The way I see it, our brothers and sisters get the chance for one more taste of enemy blood. Or in this case, pixie dust. Same argument though. Yep. The hammer hits pretty hard, huh?
Your treachery ends now. Loading up. Resupplying.
No.
Your worthless life is ended.
Yeah. I like that they actually do that, because in my mind, if you're telling me in these games you're reloading your weapon and you're an NPC, I'm inclined to believe it, which means I'm inclined to believe that you run out, not necessarily of ammo, but of magazine. And I'd rather you didn't do that when I really need you to be having my back as an NPC. I don't expect you to understand. It's not a matter of it being your fault, but I do expect you to make it worse, alright? Cool.
The enemy seem determined to destroy Aurora. Is it possible the device might work? That it could weaken them? Perhaps they seek only the power source. Then why would they kill Nozick?
I do not know, nor do I wish to speculate. We are here to end this folly, and so we shall.
I kind of want to speculate. What y'all think, chat?
Restocking.
Hard not to like these shock grenades. Damage over time and consistent paralysis. It ain't perfect, but what in life is. Do what now?
Show yourself, betrayer!
What is it, brother?
Shit.
And I will destroy it.
To whom do you speak?
You do not hear him.
No.
Petty tricks.
Yeah, it's that bullshit. Let's just go. Oh damn. That's your way of saying how dare the Cadian 8th fail. Oh. Nope. Now you can die. Hold that pose. I said hold it. Apparently, you have a listening problem.
I have slain a terminus.
Terminus, you say? I guess. I mean, sure. If we're going to be giving illustrious titles to dumbasses.
Proceed to the camp.
Terminus. No. No.
Restocking.
Completely ransacked. Long take them all.
Nope. 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 Well, he was just sort of not
This is not
there
the
anymore.
site of a Mechanicus macro weapon.
An excavation site.
Indeed. Our path leads down.
Down and in, down and in. Shall I?
The Emperor protects.
Shall I?
Let us get to work.
You know what? Sure, let's switch it up. For you, folks, for you. Either way,
Chiron to Resilient.
they're all still
Enter
gonna die.
Mechanicus dig site. Requesting relevant cartography.
Restricted by order of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
This is
Really?
Lieutenant Titus. Request authorized.
Denied. Aurora seal required.
Identify yourself.
So now is that time, is it?
This is infuriating.
And that right there is why the Mechanicus frustrates me. Save us. From what? From who? How many? Where are they?
More heretics.
Yep.
We are on the right path.
Eh. No. Nope. I was gonna say a disproportionate throw, but it worked out in
No victory.
the future. I mean, what I meant to say was my future sight kicked in, and I knew where that grenade needed to be. Yeah.
Punch a hole in that terminal.
Whoa. Got interrupted before I could activate the ability. Wasn't ready to go yet. That's funny. Nope.
Munition secured.
What? Trying to block the wrong thing. I hate when I do that. It's just reflex. I'll take that.
Special tactics ready.
I need you to hold that for me, sorcerer. Non-negotiable.
Suffer in death.
That cannot be the last of them.
Just their rear guard, no doubt. Stay vigilant.
Not gonna lie, the way Chiron just ran up on me,
God's power.
I was finna hit
So
him.
said the traitor Nemorov.
Do you believe it?
He certainly did.
You said it was destroyed.
Apparently not well enough.
That damnable Archmagos.
If it truly is tainted with corruption, then we must destroy it permanently.
Agreed.
Indeed. Don't know how, but we need to figure that out. Twice now it's been a problem. Twice now. Many have gotten themselves killed over it. It's one thing for it to be a one-off, but it's literally the same thing, hidden. And apparently, nobody knows anything about it any more so than they did 100 years ago. It's not to say they can't just take more time, but Jesus. If ever there was a booby trap, it reminds me of Dead Space and the Markers. Which incidentally, children, there will be Dead Space on the channel. One of my favorite series. I don't play about my horror. I need to get back to
into the mines.
Gather inside.
Need to get back to Resident Evil.
Zone. Decontamination required.
Resident Evil
Initiate
0,
biological
but
ligation within the chamber.
here lately I've been wondering if I hadn't inadvertently soft locked myself.
Microbial index 1.2%. Initiating sterilization.
Those older games.
Barely a sign of life on this world.
It is a burial world, brother. Reserved for the dead.
Still a little goofy, but at the same time, I can respect it. But yeah, those older games like Resident Evil, Dino Crisis, even the older Final Fantasy, you could really soft lock yourself if you wasn't careful. I don't know if I have. I'll have to go and check out some of the footage, go from there. I also want to add the Outlast games at some point, but whoa. That is not going to be a game for kids to be watching. So naturally, kids will probably be watching it.
Microbial index reduced to 0.01%. It is safe to proceed.
10 minutes later. So,
Interesting choice of words.
naturally.
Pity this chamber cannot remove corruption.
That
Indeed.
duty is ours.
Still, pity. So yeah, in terms of Outlast, just make sure you stay away from the twins, and that's about all I need to say about that. God, these servo skulls are creepy. But apparently, it's a great honor to be blessed to become a servo skull. Once they've hollowed out the skull itself and removed all goop that remains of you, they fashion it into a messenger, a lock, a scanner, a communicator, a receptionist. Yet somehow the Imperium's bureaucracy...
Ancient ruins.
A cover for their research, perhaps.
The subject of it, more likely.
is clogged more than the amount of corpses you all have seen me create over the course of this playthrough.
The figures in these carvings are unusual.
Ancient marks of the ruinous powers.
Nope.
Etched by fools.
Look at that.
Long before the Great Crusade illuminated this world.
These were not made by devotees of the warp.
How do you know?
You may soon see for yourself.
Children, you might not know what you're seeing. I don't entirely either. But I know, at least partly, who created it. And I want them. We need to meet. It is paramount.
A fine gift from the Forge.
Extremely necessary. I'm sure you can understand. They need their rest. They need it.
Restocking.
The arch enemy have penetrated deep into these caverns.
Perhaps all the way to the Aurora device.
Alright. And as I wade into death, we expect our successors to do the same for us. No, well, you took that bullet for that Chaos Marine. Do you feel a sense of pride and accomplishment? No. I know you thought you was slick, didn't you? I don't get caught like that, my friend. I catch like that.
These ruins are vast.
What interest could the Mars adepts have in old stone?
History,
Know
knowledge,
not what secrets this old
power.
stone holds.
Take
I only ask that it hold our weight.
your pick. And that I can understand, because you look like you've been putting on a few corpse starch ho-hos. Not to mention this stone is at least 60 million years old. Impressive that it still standing. But at the same time, I mean, not really. It makes perfect sense when you think about it.
Very good.
It's stone. It's a planet. What's better than a planet to have to bear the entire load of a structure, especially if you don't hollow it out too much, or if you even reinforce it in places.
Grabbing equipment.
Oh. Well, guess what, gentlemen? I'm gonna need y'all to take the picture.
Your treachery ends now.
Nope. Nope. They literally spawn to die. It's beautiful.
No victory for you here. I have slain a terminus.
Never steal my kills.
You were betrayed, brother. Left to rot by your beloved Kalgar.
You know nothing of brotherhood.
Lieutenant.
More cheap tricks.
No. Whoa. Jonah 18. Thanks for stopping through. I thought it might actually have been up on Discord. Yeah, I mean, sure, I can send it. It's not an issue. Again, thanks for stopping through. And, have yourself a good one.
A moment, brothers. Let us get to work.
Two shots up. Well, I shall make use of you. Looks like they're gonna make me make use of you too. I'm not mad.
Loading up.
Hello there.
Your worthless life is ended.
Nope. Is that just the music in the area? Somebody playing K-pop or something? What the hell is going on right now? I am not a K-pop man. Jesus Christ. One of you from the Mechanicus leave an alarm down there or something? Y'all secretly listening to Taylor Swift in the 41st? You Swifties, man. Hey, I'll take
I
that
am
Guardian
here
relic.
until death.
Hadn't seen one for a minute.
Munitions secured.
Yeah, I'll have to, like I said, I figured it might already have been up on my Discord, but I'll have to post it once the stream is done.
Restocking.
Always check your boxes. Nah, I haven't gotten a chance to use my last fusel this time. You know, it's funny, I haven't really used this weapon at all, even during the operation mode. It's a good weapon, it's just, I don't know, like I stated once before, nothing wrong with laser weapons and energy weapons, but there's nothing like a bullet. There's just nothing like a bullet.
Vitals.
It just hit different, quite literally. It feels different, even if it's a lot weaker. It just feels more natural, if that makes sense. Bullets feeling more natural.
End this desecration.
Hold that for me, kids. Thanks. No. Probably should have switched you out. I mean, if it's that serious, little dude.
The champion lies defeated.
You know you fucked up, right? Yep. So hoping I get mine off before you got yours off. Nope. Yep.
Restocking. There is no damnation dark enough for these traitors.
Have faith, brother. We will send them to one fitting.
I mean, I partly agree with you. You realize damnation is kind of that thing. So when you say that, it's kind of like a bad is good and good is bad kind of thing, bro. You're kind of blessing them if you really want to be technical with it.
The Emperor protects.
Alright, I've got my fusel last out of me.
Grabbing equipment. Resupplying. This will serve me well.
Yes, indeedy, feed the needy. Oh, I'm like, what am I hearing? It's you! And your chaos whispers. I will not feed you the children.
Pathetic sorcery.
We protect the children.
Loading up.
Yep. Nothing like being able to kill you while keeping you locked in one place at the same time.
Imura!
Nah.
Roy, spare your ammunition for the real thing.
I tire of chasing this bastard's phantom. Why install Aurora deep within these ruins?
Perhaps it was already here.
How?
A relic from the Dark Age of technology.
This is heresy.
They will no doubt invoke the Treaty of Mars.
This damn quest for knowledge.
You know, knowledge is heresy in the Imperium, isn't it? Boy. On the one hand, they have good example as to why they are afraid of certain things. But on the other hand, they have really no good example. Like AI, they ended up in a war that pretty much ended up like across the entire galaxy. Humanity was almost wiped out. We had to work with aliens, if memory serves, just to stop these things. But because they were AI, we had let them have everything. Control of ships, weapons, medicine, everything. As you'd expect we would, you know. It's the natural progression of whenever you come up with something like AI. You're gonna delegate what you do. Not because you're lazy, it's the reality of simplicity. Over time, you're going to be seeking out a simpler existence, a way to focus more on the future aspects of reality, on the more advanced ways of thinking, shall we say. It's not like the desire is to be lazy, the desire is simply simplicity. Simplicity has its strength, but it also has its weakness. In this particular case, well, we trusted AI too much. And when they finally snapped, we kind of didn't really know how to deal with that. And even if we hadn't trusted them to the point of losing our own skills, we still trusted them with far too much access. So that whole thing happened. And we've been kind of sweating balls for the last 25,000 years ever since. Yeah. Or 23,000, including, well, not including our 2 millennia.
They will not get past this.
Weird. It's not even, oh, okay. There it is. I'm like, it's not even registered the normal way. Yeah, it is. I just needed to back up and look at everything.
How deep do these tunnels go?
We shall see. Pull the elevator.
Wait. What gun was this? Damn it. If this is the one I think it is, I actually like this gun. Started messing with it recently. Well, I'm gonna need you to hold on. Okay. Alright. I'm just thinking about it. Where on Discord would I actually post my schedule? I tend not to use Discord much at all. You know, one of these could have at least had a health pack or 3. You know, break up the monotony. But they really want me to take that thing.
Very good.
Fine. The bitch and her little sister.
The rats emerge.
Heretics hope to surround us.
They may hope.
But next to trying to get them last 2 shots off.
No victory for you here.
Whoa.
Recovering.
Damn it. It's reflex to use that and not activate my special to heal. I'm just used to not using my ultimates. It's ugh. And I was gonna feed off of that. Be alright.
I am up.
Chiron, I ain't even mad at you, bro. You revived me, you kind of deserved it. Nope. Nope. And that's why you did.
Your worthless life is ended.
I don't know, I tend not to use this weapon much.
The elevator is almost here.
So I don't know,
Enemy
it
reinforcements on all specs.
Prepare a fitting welcome.
feels kind of weird to me.
My armor is breached.
What? Weren't you still in a counter state?
I got fire. This ceramite cannot shield them from my range.
What the hell was that? Alright. I haven't seen them do that before. They don't usually live that long.
All specs is clear.
Get on.
I don't know. I'll try it out some more. See what's up.
Brace for what is to come.
Yeah, it's gonna get dark, dank, and rank, my friend. 30 minutes on an elevator, boy.
Throne of Terror. What is this?
A tomb world.
You have seen one before.
Only the mechanical horrors that spill forth from such a place.
The Martians have preserved everything.
This place should have been obliterated upon discovery.
There's battle in the distance.
Crush your pathetic man machine. That fool Gilman believed he could hide this place from us. But we have eyes and ears in every shadow, every corner, every crack in the galaxy. I will shatter Aurora, along with your pitiful Primarch's dreams of victory.
How he prattles on.
Pay
Yeah.
his squawking no heed, brothers.
We will not be distracted from our purpose.
Yeah, they be on that bullshit for real.
The
Groups
enemy
like
is well
his
ahead
have
of
always...
us.
This trail will lead us to them.
The sorcerer will elude us no longer. Move on the obelisk.
Groups like his have always been kind of hilarious to me. You will never stop me. Me and my power, my gods. Okay, so why are you prattling on?
Restocking.
Why are you wasting your time talking to me? In fact, why are you sending minions to get in my way?
Let us
Because
get
you're
to
gonna
work.
die. That's why.
Better.
And you know you're gonna die. Suck it up.
your breath. Do not speak as if you know me.
Is he real?
Your lies grow bolder by the moment.
Titus!
Do not engage with him.
But I wanna.
What will you do with the artifact once you have it?
Crush it to dust.
If it has no effect on you, why not use it?
You dare suggest heresy, Sergeant?
I said nothing.
And I heard nothing.
That degenerate clouds our minds.
Forgive my error.
We will not let you down, brother. Have no doubt.
You know, it makes me wonder if you have people playing Gadriel and Chiron, if they hear something too.
Grabbing equipment.
Yes, I will. Combat knife.
A fine gift from the
Multi-melter.
forge.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. Honestly, get that to a human and that's a sword. A regular human, good lord. One of them, oh yeah, legit, it's a knife. I go so far as to say it's almost a cooking utensil. Or at least something you use for prepping meat.
This will serve me well.
Don't have a standard fillet knife or something. Space Wolf would love it. Could really use like there we go.
A moment, brothers.
I could at least use another one to replace the one I just used, so I at least have one on standby. But hey,
Chaos abominations!
that would be wanting things. Yeah. Oh no.
When have you ever felt the light of your emperor?
About 215 years ago. It was a Tuesday. I do what I do for the people. The Emperor matters. But we do what we do for the people. No innocence. Merely degrees of guilt.
More minions.
Lurking in dank holes like the filth they are.
Yeah, that's what they do. That was weird.
Loading fresh magazine.
Yeah.
All of this was just lying under our feet this whole time.
Yeah.
And centuries longer still.
Eons, brother. If the archives are to be believed. And on more worlds than we shall ever wish to discover.
I pray everyone is unearthed and burned to cinders.
History has a way of doing that. Keeping many a secret. And here's hoping this crap ain't on Earth buried somewhere. The Emperor isn't as old as Earth. The Emperor isn't 60 million years old. Human race ain't that old, at least not in the 40k universe. So, I mean, obviously, as far as we know, we're not that old either. But 40k universe, they're not that old either. They're supposed to be basically older than us severely. I find it hard to disprove. So, I mean, especially seeing what all they do and have to deal with in time. Time does get convoluted in this universe, so. But I doubt that's what's happening here.
Your treachery ends now.
Ready with the full counter, my friend, but you were already knocked on your last legs by my teammate. I can dig it. Oh. I wouldn't have. But then I'm the one still breathing. It is funny how that happens sometimes, ain't it? History, knowledge, power.
The
Same
Martian
thing.
priesthood goes too far.
I take no issue with their desire, merely some of their methods. If their desire is to learn, that is very good. Problem is, they consider everybody else who isn't mechanics to be laity or lay people, unworthy of learning true machine knowledge. Especially if you're not willing to apply the occasional bit of candle and scented incense to a machine that's very temperature sensitive. Where it gets crazy is that some of the crap actually works. Some of the rituals that they actually have you conduct actually seem to work. Or at least some of the parameters to an extent do the job. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Let me perform the rite of communion with the machine spirit.
Secured.
To placate the machine spirit, excuse me. Right, but once again, I don't want to. Hey, just gonna stand there. You knew you was gonna get it, huh? Just praying we had mercy. Oh, that's cute. We all have dreams, don't we?
Restocking. Loading up. Terminating. Penetrating armor.
Nope.
Back to the wall for you.
I say thee nay.
Another automaton defeated. Changing magazine.
About time I got some enemies to hit.
These tech priests pick over the Xenos dead like vultures.
Yep.
All with the Martian cult sanction, no doubt.
I do not think they were alone in that.
Interesting.
Do you not see the hypocrisy of Nicaea? You have felt the same betrayal as the Thousand Sons. They call us witch, heretic, for daring to wield the same power as your god, Emperor. To sacrifice thousands who share his touch of the warp at the altar of his golden throne. Not the first time he has turned his blade on his most faithful. And not the last, Titus.
Well, thing about a lie. Some of the best lies are filled with bits of truth to make it harder to discern where the lie ends and the truth begins, and vice versa. He could very easily just be lying. But there's quite a bit of that. And it sounded like there might be some
Very
smoke with a bit of that fire. Hard to say. One thing we do know, though, for the Emperor.
A boon that thrums with promise. Take out the sorcerer!
What? What? Oh, wow. That was... Wow. Out of nowhere.
My thanks, brother. Deploying doctrine.
Yeah. You missed. And subsequently, I missed.
Sustained heavy damage.
Yeah, I was gonna come back to you, but see, that's hilarious. Apparently, they have degrees of priority, and they'll take a sorcerer seriously.
Reload! All this corruption, it seems to grow ever stronger.
We shall follow it to its source.
Yes. Come, brother.
So little.
Wait for you.
Yeah, otherwise it just sits at base level. Interesting. Okay.
Restocking.
Yeah, we'll do that. Stick with the standard frag. Frag you. Or frag you too. Hit you with some of the classics. No, I'm good. That melt charge. For one, well, there's really only one reason why I have it and I don't like it. It's because you're only able to carry one. You know full well I want to be able to carry more than one. I don't need to be able to stack them. I just need to be able to carry more than one and then use them separately. You didn't need that, right? Right. Boy, look like something right out of Dead Space. I'm telling you.
Aurora.
It lays waste to the heretics.
Where is Imura?
The traitors are taking a thrashing down there.
Let us add to it.
Yeah, well, we'll actually have to do that when we come back. But, it's going to be the end of episode 7 of Space Marine 2 on the PS5, folks. If y'all like what you're seeing and want to see more of me, just give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links from my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you. Catch you in the next one.